Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media, and I am here on the first Tuesday of the month with my monthly video where I talk about the 5 home media releases that I need to own in the upcoming month. So, of course, we will be looking at the month of October today, and oh boy, this is a loaded month. I'll say it right now, there are so many things in this month that I could not possibly have mentioned them all, even in my honorable mentions, which is actually 6 deep instead of the normal 5. So this is just a big month for home media fans like myself and probably everyone watching this video. So I am excited to talk about my 5 most anticipated releases. So let's get to it, guys. Before we do get into it though, if you could hit that like button down below, that engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to the 5 home media releases I need to own in October. Alright, so I'll start with my honorable mentions, and like I mentioned earlier, there's 6 of them, so I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as I can. I do have my phone here to remember everything I want to talk about. So the first one up is in release order, which is how I'll go through these, is the Halloween 4K collection, which actually drops today from Scream Factory. This, of course, is the 4K release of Halloween 6, and then H2O and Resurrection. Now, H2O is arguably my favorite of the series outside of the original, of course. I love Halloween H2O. I was so blown away by it the first time I saw it and have just loved it ever since. So this is one I would like to have, but in my opinion, the price on this is just ridiculous. It is currently $103.78 on Amazon. Over $100 for 3 movies on 4K. It's just not worth it to me. If it's worth it to you, awesome. I hope you enjoy it. It's not. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend that much on it. I was actually hoping that my order would go through at Walmart because it was on a price error of like $26 or $27 a few weeks back. Unfortunately, I did get the email that it was canceled, which I had no expectations that it would go through because that's a ridiculous price drop. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, so it's currently $103.78. This is one I will definitely be waiting on. I just wish the price was a little more reasonable. So that is out today. Also out today is Fright Night on 4K. This is a movie that I have been meaning to see forever and have just never gotten around to it for whatever reason. And I don't even think I own it on Blu-ray right now. So this is one I will probably end up picking up if the price is right. This is being released by Sony Pictures and it is $27.99 on Amazon right now. So keep that in mind. It's not super cheap, but you're also getting a steelbook, which is pretty cool. And this steelbook does look pretty nice. So Fright Night is one that I could see ending up in my collection by the end of October. And then next up, coming out on October 11th, so next Tuesday, is Paranormal Activity, The Ultimate Chills Collection. This, of course, coming from Paramount, and this is coming on Blu-ray. So what's interesting about this set is it's all of the movies, and it's the first time that, or it's like the only way to get the latest 2, I think it is, movies of this franchise on Blu-ray. So they released I forget the Ghost Dimension, I believe is what it is. They released that one on DVD because that was at Walmart recently, but the only way to get the Blu-ray is through this collection. Now, I really enjoy the Paranormal Activity series, which is funny because I actually don't like the original, but I really like the sequels. And so I've not seen the latest one yet, so I need to catch up on this. But this is one it's 50, how much is it right now? $56.65 on Amazon right now. So frankly, it's not too bad. And I do have the whole collection behind me in a box set. I paid very little for that. So to kind of, sort of upgrade to this wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I might end up doing it. I don't know. But just know that one's coming and it looks pretty interesting. The reason I'm holding off, at least as of right this minute, is because there is another one planned for next year. So my thought is we'll have an even bigger and better box set when the next film comes out next year. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe not. But yeah, that's one I could definitely see myself picking up eventually. Next one on the list here is also on October 11th. This one is from Universal Studios and it's Beast. So I just did a review of Crawl, which was an animal survival film. In that case, it was an alligator survival film. This one, Beast, is a lion survival film. Excuse me. And basically, this man goes out with his 2 kids, and they are I think it's like the African safari essentially, and they get trapped, and a lion starts trying to attack them. Looks super interesting. Idris Elba is the lead in this. He's an excellent actor. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. out. It is currently $34.98 on Amazon, at least at the time I did my research, so that may have dropped by now. But yeah, so this one, as long as the price is right, I could see myself getting it, but I don't know. It's one I would really like to see the movie first to make sure I enjoy it before I spend the money on it. But yeah, this is one that I am definitely interested in checking out. So excited that one's finally coming out. Another movie that is a one-word title that is also a survival film is Fall, which comes out October 18th from Lionsgate Films. This is a movie where it looks like a one-location survival film. Basically, these two girls climb up this tower, this big old tower, so like 200 feet in the air or whatever it is, and they get stuck up there somehow, and so they're trying to survive being stuck up there. I love one-location films, and so I'm really excited to see what this one's all about. Another one that I'll probably end up waiting on. This one I also wrote down $31.49 on Amazon, but again, it may have dropped by the time you're watching this video. It may have dropped, so yeah, keep that in mind. But that does look pretty interesting to me. I'm just intrigued to see what it's all about. Haven't heard the best things, but that's okay. I like those types of movies. And then the last of the honorable mentions today is one that I was so debating putting on my top 5 list. I was going to expand it to a top 6, but I cheated on the honorable mentions in order to not cheat on my top 5. But this is from Sony Pictures, coming out October 18th. I will absolutely have to get this one. This is American Movie. Now, this was one that was introduced to me when I was teaching a film class way back when. One of my students was like, hey, have you ever seen this? And I hadn't at the time, and it's awesome. This is a documentary of these two filmmakers trying to make a low-budget horror movie, and it's like takes place in the Midwest. It's just like these kind of strange, awkward guys. It is so well done. It's fascinating to watch. So if you're interested, if that sounds interesting at all to you, definitely check this one out. This is currently $24.99 on Amazon, so a little bit higher than I would like to pay for a Blu-ray, but this is a movie, I really love this movie, and I don't have it in my collection at all, so I definitely want to pick up American Movie. So those are my 6 honorable mentions. So now let's jump over to the top 5 list for this month. All right, so coming in at number 5 is Orphan First Kill from 2022, being released by Paramount Pictures, and this one releases on Blu-ray on October 18th. So Paramount Plus is like the one streaming service that I'm not already subscribed to for whatever reason. We have so many of them, which is ridiculous given my movie collection, but anyway, that's the one I don't have. And so because of that, I've not been able to watch Orphan First Kill yet, which is a shame because I really enjoyed Orphan back in 2009 when that one released. So this, of course, being the prequel to that, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but make sure you watch the original before you watch the prequel, I would have to imagine. But the only thing that's disappointing about this Blu-ray release is that there are, from what I can tell, no special features on this at all, which is strange to me that Paramount would take the time to release it in a physical format and not do any special features whatsoever. The one thing I do love about this release, look at that cover. It is beautiful. I am such a sucker for those neon colors like that, and this one looks awesome. Arguably the best looking cover of the month. But yeah, so this is one I'm just excited for the movie itself, even though there are no special features. So this is currently at $24.99 right now on Amazon, and one that I definitely hope to pick up this month. So coming in at number 5 from 2022 is Orphan First Kill, being released on October 18th. Number 4 is also releasing on October 18th, and this is a favorite of mine from high school. This is from 2002, The Ring, and this is being released by Paramount Pictures on Blu-ray only, unfortunately. So this is 100% a double dip. I think the special features are going to be exactly the same as they are on the Blu-ray I currently have, so that's a little bit disappointing as well because it's the 20th anniversary of this movie. I would love for some big, fancy, even 4K release of this, but unfortunately that's just not in the cards. Instead, what we're getting is this awesome looking steelbook. I love this thing. It has the slipcover of like a VHS tape, and then the whole steel itself just looks fantastic. Hopefully you guys are able to see it, but like it just looks awesome. So while this is 100% a double dip to get the steelbook, sometimes I'm okay with that. I won't do it often, but in this instance, I'm okay with it. So this is a movie, like, the fact that it's celebrating its 20th anniversary is just earth-shattering to me because I saw this movie in high school, and now here we are celebrating 20 years later. Just insane. I love this movie. I like this one better than Ringu, the original film, and I like it better than the book by Koji Suzuki. Like, the book and the original film are okay, but this movie, this, American remake, I think is just the best of the best. best. So excited to, get this cool looking steelbook, even if it is a double dip. The good thing though is that the price, it's pretty low. It's only $17.99 on Amazon as of filming. So that's not bad at all. So this one is definitely one I will be showing off in my new release haul at the end of the month. Coming in at number 4, releasing on October 18th, is The Ring from 2002. I didn't realize so many of these were releasing on the same day, but also on October 18th at number 3 is another favorite of mine that I think is super underrated, at least according to the last time I saw it. This is from 2008, released by Lionsgate, Punisher Warzone. So this is a movie that I always have heard bad things about, or just frankly nobody talking about. But when I watched it, I fell in love with this movie. What's really cool about this is that though it does have an upscaled 4K transfer, it does have a Dolby Vision color grading, which is awesome. It also has HDR10 if you're not capable of using Dolby Vision. It does have HDR10. But yeah, also on top of that, which is super cool, a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. So we get Dolby Vision and we get Dolby Atmos. That's as good as it gets when it comes to a 4K release on a movie that was otherwise, I felt like, forgotten because no one talks about it. So yes, it is an upscaled 2160p release, but that's okay. I don't have any problems with that, though I know some do, so I want to point it out. But Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos on this thing, absolutely yes. Cannot wait for this. And there are special features, but it looks like it's the same 4K as before. And let me mention, this looks like it's the exact same 4K disc as it was released previously, except we are getting this really cool steelbook. And as someone who doesn't own it already, I'm absolutely picking this one up. Again, the price isn't bad on this. This is $21.99 right now at Best Buy, which this is a Best Buy exclusive, I will also mention. So while this is, a movie that was already on 4K, I didn't realize it until I started doing research for this video, if I'm being completely honest. And so the fact that, Paramount Lionsgate rather, is giving this a 4K release in a kind of it's their, annual or their monthly steelbooks that they do. So it just feels like a more important release than it probably got previously. So I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait to check this one out on 4K finally. So coming in at number 3, which is also releasing on October 18th, is Punisher Warzone. Number 2 is a film that is releasing today, and hopefully by the time you're watching this video, I will actually have it in my possession because this is one I pre-ordered months and months ago. This is Scream 2 from 1997, being released by Paramount Pictures on 4K. So I believe it was last year we ended up getting the original Scream on 4K, and I ended up buying the... Did I go steelbook? No, I think I just went with the slipcover on that one. But here I went with the steelbook because I think it looks amazing. It's got, I don't know, it just looks beautiful. And so I had to go with the steelbook on this. And this is one that if you want the steelbook, let me recommend you grab it today if you're watching this on release day, because last time with the Scream steelbook, it went really fast. And so if you want it, I don't want you to miss out. So keep that in mind. This is one that is a native 4K transfer. So if that matters to you, it is native, fortunately. And it has a Dolby Vision color grading, which is awesome to see. Now, on the soundtrack side of things, it looks like it is a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 track, which should be the exact same thing that was on the Blu-ray already. So no upgrade on the audio side, but honestly for me, I'm more about the visual side anyway, so I love the fact that this is getting a Dolby Vision color grade, and I'm sure it's going to look amazing. I'm sure it'll sound just fine as well. So this one does have this standard slipcover version, so if you don't care about the steelbook, you can maybe hold off a little bit and just grab that slipcover version. But yeah, this is one that another one where it looks like there is a commentary track with Craven on the 4K itself, but the rest of the special features are all on the Blu-ray, and there's nothing new, at least from what I could tell. So all legacy special features, but hey, at least you're getting something on this release, which is always good. So this one is currently $19.99 for the slipcover on Amazon and $25.95 for the steelbook at the time of recording. So really excited about this. Obviously, I love Scream 2. I would say that I like the original better, but I do love the sequel. I mean, just as much, frankly. So I'm really excited to revisit this one on the 4K format. So coming in at number 2, releasing today, is Scream 2 from 1997. So my most anticipated release, the number 1 movie I have to add to my collection this month, has to be Nope from 2022, being released by Universal Studios on October 25th on 4K. This is a movie that I am so excited to see. I would have loved to get to theaters to see it, but you guys know I just don't go to the movie theaters anymore. And so now that it's finally coming to home media, I am absolutely picking this one up. I cannot wait to watch this movie. I love Jordan Peele's other two horror films, Us and Get Out. They are, I mean, excellent movies. They are masterpieces in their own right. Like, I am so excited to see what he does with Nope here. I can't wait for this one. So this 4K release is presenting a Dolby Vision color grading and Dolby Atmos soundtrack. So again, you're getting the best of both worlds. And this being a new movie, I'm sure it's going to sound just amazing. I'm sure it's going to look great too. So really excited about this 4K release. Now, in terms of the special features, there are some on this disc. There's 3 featurettes on the release, plus some deleted scenes and a gag reel. So it looks like it might be one of the more complete discs on this list, which is another reason I bumped it up to number 1. But yeah, just super excited about this one, and it has a ton of variants, so definitely check that out. Like, there is a Walmart exclusive slipcover, there's a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, you have the standard slipcover version. I think there's one more as well, but check it out if you're interested. Make sure you get the one that you think looks the best. For my money, I'll probably just go with the slipcover version, just because I'm real cheap on those things, and frankly, the Best Buy exclusive steelbook didn't wow me at all, so I'll probably just go with the standard slipcover. But this one, for that standard slipcover, is $27.99 right now on Amazon. So really looking forward to this release. Like, I'm so excited to see this movie finally after all these months of me waiting for it. So that's why Nope comes in at number 1 for the month of October. All right, so those were the 5 home media releases that I need to own this month, and I think it's going to be a heck of a month. I am so excited to dive into some of these and hopefully do some more reviews here like I did last month. I love watching these right when they come out and just giving my thoughts on them to see if, it might be something you guys will enjoy or not as well. But anyway, let me know down in the comments below, what are you planning on picking up this month? Anything from my list? Anything that I didn't talk about? Which, like I said, there's a bunch of things I didn't talk about. So let me know what you're grabbing down in the comments below, or anything else down there. I appreciate any and all comments, so thanks so much for that support. But as always, guys, if you did enjoy this one, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this one, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.